Showcase Saturday on my channel and the Shed's channels. This is going to be a very interesting one. So this is our first game today. It is called Gunpowder on the Teeth Arcade. Yeah, I know, it's a bit of that's a mouthful, that title, but it looks pretty cool. It looks like Metal Slug basically meets Game Boy graphics, which is right up my alley. At the time of recording this, which is on the 9th, it's not out yet. It comes out on the 22nd. There is a free demo you can download, but this will not be available on Steam for another 13 days. And I don't know what the pricing is going to be either. It doesn't seem to be, there doesn't seem to be much info out there about that. So, but this looks really cool. We're going to give it a shot. And once again, we get an hour maximum of impressions for each game. And we shall see how this goes. I'm going to set myself a 1-hour timer here. Oh, made with Game Maker. Interesting. People are making some really cool Game Maker games these days. You can make some really, really dope stuff with Game Maker now. Already, I gotta say, I'm really liking the look of this. Already, I gotta say, I'm loving the look of these animations. Okay. We'll take a quick look at options here, see if we need anything. Okay, it can either do full screen native resolution or it can run in a window up to 1080p. That's not unusual for Game Maker stuff. Okay, grenade, bomb, jump, fire. Xbox One 360, start, pause, and then there's a sprint button. So there is keyboards. There is going to be achievements at this at launch. I don't think they're programmed in yet. So a lot of games like this that are pre-launch don't actually have their achievements activated. So that may very well be the case. Has native controller support with native prompt switching. That's nice. Not every game does.
Good morning, soldier. According to our intelligence, large concentrations of troops were found on enemy territory. Your assignment is to prepare
this
a bridge
animation.
for the landing of the main troops. We rely on you. Good luck, soldier.
This is some gorgeous pixel art, y'all. Even though it's black and white. Beautiful stuff. Really like it. Okay, so we only have... So there's multiple levels, but only one of them is open right now. The Far East. Not the Close East, only the Far East. I'm assuming this is, like, supposed to be, like, Vietnamish.
Mission 1. Go!
Oh my god, this is so Metal Slug. Go, go, go. Oh my god, look at how tiny he is! Oh my god, he's just a little tiny dude! And I got my sprint key. Oh my god, he's adorable! Look at how tiny he is! Wait. So... I will say this, some of the... Pretend we didn't see that. I don't want to Dean Takahashi this up here, so... Some of these guys are actually a little hard to see. They kind of live in the bushes a little bit. Wait, reload. Hang on, how do I reload?
Mission 1.
Whoops. Oh, crap. Sorry, I hit the restart key again. Okay, so reload is, I think, on your left trigger, your left bumper, and you have to do it when you're standing still, it looks like. Yeah, okay, so it's left trigger while you're standing still is to reload. It looks like you can continue to fire when you're not reloaded. It just looks like your fire rate goes down. Achievement unlocked, observance of safety precautions. Okay, I'm not sure what I did there, but...
I saw something.
So you have a life bar as well, so... So hold B, use bomb. Oh, I see. I have to use the bomb on the thing. Move to a safe distance. Okay. And evacuate. All right.
I saw something.
And then you can wall mount, and then... So those are the, I guess, the bonus tags that you can pick up.
Mission complete.
Okay.
Mission 2. Go.
So the missions are much shorter than Metal Slug. It's not, I was waiting for the Metal Slug style, like, Mission 1, Start! Okay, wait. So the barbed wire hurts me. So do I have to jump over it? Well, they'll either get longer or there's sequences that are like a series of like 10 or 15 missions instead of just like one long mission, which is more like what Metal Slug is. What is this? Anything up here? I gotta say, it controls very well. The controls are quite sharp. They're quite responsive. And this almost has like that Super Meat Boy thing of, see, there's the tag up there. So those are bonus things that I assume you don't have to get. But if you can get up there and get them, you'll probably get some like extra stuff. So the idea is probably that I have to go up and then around to get up there. So like this, right? And then there's this little gauntlet of barbed wire here. I don't have to run through this to complete the mission. But if I get up there, I'll, okay, well, I actually do. And then, or then I could just totally fall off and, you know, and fall to my death. There we go, I got it. Now here's the question. Now because I died after I picked it up, do I get to keep it or does it respawn? I'm gonna guess it probably respawns because the objective I took out also respawned. Yeah, it did. So you see, getting that is actually going to be quite difficult because you actually fall super fast in this. So you've got to be careful that if you get it, you have to time your fall like that. See, that's interesting. So it really is a risk. There's a real risk-reward thing there. Also, this game has a scoring system, which is great. That means it's a proper arcade game, and given that it's trying to emulate the Game Boy era where arcade score attack stuff was very common, I respect the hell out of them for having a proper scoring system, except I ran into the friggin', I ran into the barbed wire because, you know, I don't know, I've never known barbed wire to, like, you know, jib people, but hey, you know, maybe it's really, really intense barbed wire. Okay, I wasn't able to reload there for some reason. So I can already tell that this game is going to be very challenging. They said it was a hardcore. I'm not going to call this like a Super Meat Boy level of ridiculous, but it's definitely challenging. I can tell this is going to get very hard very fast. So it's definitely aiming at those crowds. But there were Game Boy games that were like this, right? Because back in the old arcade days or the days of early consoles, right? The Game Boy and systems like that, they had to be very hard because they weren't long. Like they were short games, right? So you had to be very I hit the wrong button again. So I'm gonna say this, it is very easy. Actually, yes, sorry, I didn't notice your message there. But yeah, actually, you know what? It is very much like a little bit like Broforce. I haven't played nearly enough Broforce. I need to play more of that game. That game's a lot of fun. Unfortunately, I screwed up there because I hit a button to back out of the menu, and it doesn't confirm that you want to do that. So it's just like, oh, I guess you're done with these 2 missions, and I'm like, actually, no, I'm not. But it does remember that I picked up 2 of the dog tags, which means I won't have to pick them up again. So that's pretty cool. I like that. Skill and strategy like the old days. Exactly right. Exactly right. You got, you know, these are games where it doesn't hold your hand. It expects you're going to fail a lot. And the idea is that you get good. And, you know, I like games that do that. I like games that make you, you know, don't get me wrong, like, I like games that are a little easier and allow you to just have sort of the power fantasy in that. But I like games that also want you to work a little bit. Games that are like, hey, you're going to have to work for this, but when you get... That's why Dark Souls got so popular, right? It's the idea that you're going to work for this, but when you do, but it's going to be really satisfying when you succeed. Right? That's kind of the idea. So... I still very much appreciate that stuff, and that's very much an old school arcade mentality, right? Because with old school arcade games, they didn't have a lot of resources, they didn't have a lot of memory, they didn't have a lot of storage, so most old school games on arcades or old home systems were very, very short. And the way they made the games long enough to be worth paying your full money for was they made them extremely hard. Because most old school NES games you could beat in like 20 minutes if they were too easy. And people would go, well, that was a ripoff. So they made them really hard, and that's where that appreciation of old school hardcore sort of working for your fun, if you will, came from. And I think there's still something to be said for that. I think there definitely is. Or, yeah, no checkpoints, you know, you fail, or games that had live systems where it's like, you fail, you go back to the damn beginning because, you know, that's your punishment. You know, that's your penance. You failed, so you go back to the start. And this does have checkpoints, but they don't appear to be incredibly generous.
Come back to base.
Up we go. There we go. All right, now we're getting caught up.
Mission 3. Go.
Yeah.
Go, go, go.
I am getting a little bit of a delay on the jump sometimes, though that might just be me. Exactly. This type of thing is where speedrunning came from, and I love speedrunning. It is something I will, even though I've been playing games for 30-some years, it is something that I will never, ever, ever have the talent to do well. But speedrunning is a thing of beauty. I love watching speedruns. Now, interestingly, I'm trying to multi-jump off walls here, and I don't seem to be able to. So I'm not sure how it wants me to get up here, actually. Like, I can jump off one wall, but not off of two. Ah, that's why. It's because I can reach the left wall. That's why. Oh my god! Achievement unlocked Paratroopa because I jumped into the helicopter blades! See, I love stuff like that. These guys knew exactly what they were making, and that's the kind of heart and attention to detail that I love. It's like, hey, here's an achievement for killing yourself in a hilariously stupid way. Just boop! I love that. That's great. These guys knew exactly what they were making. Okay, so I can fall down there.
We're at the point.
I could see some really good, like, funny GIFs being made of this game. I will say, though, I'm definitely feeling a delay sometimes on the A button for the jumps, but I'm not sure if that's because you might have a lag on your jump when you're running. Oh, I love watching. I actually didn't get to watch much of the most recent GDQ, but I love watching speedruns. Just these people who have played this single game so many times that they have learned how to exploit every tiny little thing in it, whether it's a bug or a system design or whatever. I adore that stuff. I think it's incredible. And the really talented speedrunners, especially like the guy like Half Coordinated, the guy who actually has mobility or like hand mobility issues, can basically only play with one hand. Watching that guy do these incredible speedruns of these really hard games with basically a single hand is a thing of absolute beauty. I kind of will say that I wish the barbed wire didn't kill you immediately. I kind of wish the barbed wire like maybe hurt you, but it looks like as soon as you touch it, it doesn't look like there's a way out of it. It looks like it will always kill you. That kind of bums me out a little bit. I feel like that's a little punitive. But you see, what's interesting is things like how you can reload your gun, but only do it when you're sitting still. I think that's cool because it requires you to actually conserve ammo, right? Because there's a lot of enemies. And you have a lot, I can see in later levels you're going to have a lot of real enemy management to do, which means that you really have to make sure that you not only use your ammo smartly, but also that you, not just that you use your ammo smartly, but also that you are smart with how you do your reloads. I like that too. That's correct, yeah. The game does offer unlimited lives, which is somewhat forgiving. Now, you notice one thing I noticed there, though? I got into that barbed wire, and I actually didn't die until I started to move. So I wonder if it's one of those things where if you fall into it, you can actually get out of it if you're careful. So you see how I got caught in it? Now you see if I moved, though, I immediately died. But the fact that I didn't die when I was standing in it indicates to me that there's probably actually a way out of it. What's up, Tech? How you doing, buddy? Good to see you. Welcome, welcome. This is a game that might be up your alley, buddy. This is called Gunpowder on the Teeth Arcade. So, see, now I'm caught in this barbed wire, but it doesn't kill me, so there's probably actually a way to get out of it. I just don't know what it is. That I'm gonna have to figure out. Now. Oh, I wanted to do that double jump there so I could get that. See, though, those things were really bad in Super Meat Boy. If anybody remembers the bandages in Super Meat Boy, which were the bonus things you didn't have to get, some people would spend hours dying over and over again trying to figure out how to get up there. And that feels very much like what those could turn into. Those could become a very dangerous rabbit hole.
Hook up 12. It's done.
And peace.
Good job, soldier.
Achievement unlocked, recruit.
We're at the point.
Oh God. Ah, collapsible bridges. Yes, proper old school arcade as well. Oh God! Oh God!
We're at the point.
Oh no! Oh no, this suddenly got way meaner. Oh God, this is just, gotta go, gotta go, gotta go. Oh, wow, okay. This suddenly just became a real bastard.
Go, go, go.
Collect everything, yeah. I only get nutty about collectibles in certain games and not in others. I could totally see this one being one, though, that I could get way into. But this is kind of neat. So like this is sort of like a Metal Slug shooter, but it's almost Super Meat Boy-ish. Like it's like a puzzle game in many ways. I need to figure out what to do with those barbed wires, because I am positive there is a way to get out of them. Because you, like I said, you don't die when you land in them, but as soon as you walk or jump out of them, you die. I wonder if it's just move really slowly. You know, maybe not the best time is when I'm getting bombarded by artillery, but I mean, listen, this is my art, man.
We're at the point.
I have to say, though, the pixel art in this is very, very good. It may not be colorful, but the animation, that's clearly where they put their time and effort, was into the animation. This is absolutely gorgeous. I really, really like it. Yeah, this has already gotten rather challenging. It looked like it, yeah, so I need an opportunity to try that when I'm not getting, like, rained on from the sky, but, you know, one thing at a time here, I guess! No, see, I moved, and as soon as I let go of it, I died, so I'm not sure, but that could have been because I got hit with artillery, too, I'm not sure. Exactly, and this idea of, this was something I saw a lot of at PAX South, actually, when I was there, was devs making what I call retro, or modern retro games, which are games with retro aesthetics and to a certain degree retro gameplay mechanics, but made in, you know, made in the current time. Okay, so that heavy artillery just comes endlessly. Okay, I thought maybe I could shelter from it. And I've seen a lot of, and there are some other indie arcade games, like retro modern games coming that look amazing. And I am very much up on this trend of modern retro stuff. As a hardcore old school retro gamer as well, I can very much appreciate this stuff.
Go, go, go.
Gotta figure out how to get over there. I also like the fact though that it does mix it up, right? Like this level is about escaping. This level, I have no objectives to destroy things here, right? So it's not just the same thing over and over again. It does actually give you different mission types and different ways to mix things up. I appreciate that. That's cool. I am. So what I'm doing right now is a lot of the games that I play in Indie Showcase Saturday are games that I get press codes for. And I'm trying to showcase newer stuff that's either not out yet or that is coming soon, but I don't have to. So if you have ideas, especially if it's something that's not very popular, because that's what I really try to do with this show, is expose cool indie games that a lot of people probably haven't heard of that are getting swept under the radar. So if you have any ideas for stuff in those veins, though, feel free. You can either you can send it here, though I may miss it, but feel free to hit me up on either Discord or Twitter, especially in the Sheds Discord, if you want, and let me know. I'm very happy for suggestions. I will play almost anything. RPGs are a little difficult because you can't really showcase one of those in an hour, and I'm not a big sports game guy, though there aren't really a lot of indie sports games. But if it's an arcadey sports game like Super Blood Hockey or something like that, I'm all about that. That's correct, yeah. The game just keeps going. It doesn't reset the music, there's no loads, there's nothing like that. You're right, that's very nice. This game is called Gunpowder on the Teeth: Arcade. I know. There is a demo right now. It's not available yet. It's coming out on the 22nd. I got pre-release code for it. I have no idea what it's going to cost either. But it's on Steam, and there is a demo, so you can try it. I really have no idea how to get past there. So far, though, my impressions are pretty good. You know, you've obviously got to like a game that is punishing in that old school way. It's a game that's going to challenge you and probably frustrate you a lot to a certain degree, but it's the dev's first game that's passed on only by word of mouth. Yeah, good call, Tech. If you're able to check the releases from Steam yesterday, you can either do that on Steam or there are some third-party sites that do it. My name is, I'm just in there as Parallax Abstraction, so you'll see me in the team list, but I'm actually Parallax Abstraction. That's my sort of that's my full name, so you can message me in there. I have my own Discord as well, which is discord.pxa.ca, that you can check out as well if you want, but the Shed's a good place for people to toss out suggestions. Ah, crap. But yeah, you're definitely, there's a game I'm actually hoping to get press code for soon that looks amazing that my friend WereTiger actually sent me. It's called Spinnertality, which is a really weird name, but it's a game that is a cyberpunk management simulator. You're actually trying to build up your own, like, and be one of the, like, 5 dystopian cyberpunk corporations. Looks amazing. It looks so good. And I love anything that even has a slight hint of cyberpunk to it. So, Spinnertality, S-P-I-N-N Tortality. Or Spin-Ortality, so S-P-I-N-N-O-R-T-A-L-I-T-Y. I've actually requested code both from the dev and from Indie Boost, so we'll see if we hear something coming. Mouvet, what's up, buddy? How are ya? It's been a while. Good to see you, my friend. Marcotis, A Mother's Journey. I've never heard of that. We might, yeah, I'll bring it up on Steam after and we'll see what it's about. That sounds neat. If it looks cool, I'll request code for it. Oh, your boss was mean? Aw, that's never nice. That's too bad. I mean, was he right to be? My boss is actually a pretty good dude. I actually like my boss. rough, man. Holy jeez, we're only at like the 3rd level and we're already getting our asses beat. But you know what? I'm not getting... This is a sign of a good one of these games. I'm not getting especially frustrated. Oh. Well, that's unfortunate. That's not brilliant. Oh, yeah? Okay. I'm not the best... It's not that I don't like puzzle games. I tend to not be very good at them. But on the last Indie Showcase Saturday, we actually did play a bunch of Wild True Learn. And that's a game I'm actually probably going to be doing a collaborative stream with some people on in the future, because that's a game that's all about solving logic problems, like logic programming problems. It was a lot of fun, actually. So I'll take a look at a puzzle game for sure. I just can't guarantee that I will be any good at it whatsoever, just to forewarn people. I tend to be really bad at puzzle games. I just don't have the patience for them. I'm missing something obvious here. It's very clear. I don't want this, I don't want like 2/3 of these impressions to be me failing out of one episode or one mission here. Because I have actually been enjoying this quite a bit, but... And this is also, speaking of speedruns, this is a game I could totally see people speedrunning the crap out of. See, the problem is I'm not quite sure how to get through there because I can't get off the... He managed some? Okay, that's good. Wild True Learn was a game I actually really enjoyed. I really want to play more of that with people. See, the problem is I fall right through. As soon as I touch them, they collapse, tech. So, like, you have... It's not like that you get, like, a second and then they collapse. They collapse immediately. Well, no, they don't, actually. Well, let's see. Don't jump until you hit the create wall? Okay. Oh, I think I see what you're talking about. Okay, hang on. I get what you're talking about. So burst through the wall. Like that, kind of? Or don't jump until I hit the create. Never mind. I get it now. Yeah, that's not a failing of the game. That was a failing on me. My lady friend and I ended up having a rather heavy breakfast this morning, so I'm a little delayed response here. Okay. Freaking barbed wire. Yeah, exactly. I need to, that's what I need to do. I wonder if I can shoot through the crate walls as well. There it is! Oh, and then I screwed it up afterwards, but... Oh, waffles would be good. We went to, there's this really amazing little independent crate place that's like 5 feet from my condo that we went to today. I've only been there twice, but it's expensive, but oh, is it good. And you get what looks like not a lot of food, and then when you're done eating, you feel like you're going to explode because you're just so full.
We're at the point.
I'm supposed to go to breakfast with a couple of the Mixer Ottawa guys tomorrow morning. There we go! GG, gents. Fight!
Go, go, go.
Damn it. Yeah, I'm supposed to go to breakfast with some of the Mixer Ottawa crew tomorrow morning, too. So that's going to be, I'm going to be eating very, very hearty this weekend.
We're at the point.
Oh, yeah. Hey, Tech. You know what? We're going to check something soon. I think I fixed the issue I had with my new DIY clip system dropping frames last night.
Go, go, go.
So this should actually be fixed now. Yeah, you know what it was? had nothing to do with the software or even Google Drive. It was the adaptive QoS on my router, which I didn't even know I had turned on. It's designed to prioritize gaming packets. Hey, Lighting, how are you? Good to see you, man. It's designed to prioritize gaming packets, and it thought that the Google Drive packets were gaming packets, so it was deprioritizing OBS, which was really funny. As soon as I turned that off, the problem went away. So now the clips can upload in like probably 15 seconds as opposed to 5 minutes. So yeah, that was entirely my fault. But yeah, if this new DIY boom alternative I set up works, I'm going to be sharing all the changes I made back with Orbit Juice, who's kind of the original inspiration for it. And then I will be releasing probably a blog post detailing how to set it up. People can set it up for themselves. If you are as sick of Boom Replay as I am, you will have an option now. The only thing it doesn't do right now is it doesn't post a direct link in the chat, and it doesn't play the clip back in the stream. I don't know if either of those are super viable to set up, but I'm going to experiment and see. There might be a way to do it. So what you been up to, Lighting? Haven't seen you in a little bit. How you doing? Oh, aha! Oh my God, we even got the tag. We even got the tag. Oh God, there's dudes here though. Screw you. I'ma blow you up. I'ma blow you fools up and try to burn me down. Oh shoot. Now there has to be a way to get out of the barbed wire, right? No, see, as soon as you get, oh, it took me back here. Come on. We're gonna have to look into that, because as soon as you get to the end of the barbed wire, it doesn't matter how slow you're moving, you instantly die. There has to be a trick to getting out of there that I just don't know, because otherwise it would kill you as soon as you touched it, right? There has to be a way to do it. I just don't know what it is. So it's not jumping. It's not shooting the barbed wire. I really don't know. That's what I thought, but actually at the start of this level at least, my grenades don't work. Like the grenade button actually doesn't work. So I'm not sure. I think it might have told you in the tutorial how to get out of it, but I don't want to restart this mission, so. This game definitely is almost Super Meat Boy-ish in that it is a little bit of a puzzle game as well as a run-and-gun shooter game. It's not a bad thing necessarily, but it's definitely going to challenge you and probably frustrate you if you are someone who is easily frustrated. I will say it does feel like there is a very slight delay on the controller press too. Like you almost have to press the jump button half a second ahead of when you actually want to jump. That might just be me. But it kind of feels that way a little bit. Yeah, well, you can throw a grenade earlier, but at this point, like the grenade button doesn't actually do anything. I think probably because we're not in actual combat yet, is my guess. Oh, damn it! Oh, I was doing so well, and then I fell down the pit.
We're at the point.
Yeah, because what is it? What is grenade? Grenade is supposed to be Y. Oh, that's why. You have to hold it. So all it did was made it twitch. No, that's not it either. Maybe you actually can't. Maybe it actually does kill you instantly, and it's just toying with you by making it so that it doesn't kill you when you touch it. I don't know.
Go, go, go.
Okay, well, we have the pattern now, and I actually do know how to pick up the dog tag as well, so that's cool. I feel like when I died, we were really close to the end. Nope. I have to say though, like I am really digging the aesthetic of this thing. I think the music is good. I think the black and white Game Boy style art is really good. I think these pixel animations are absolutely fantastic. There's a lot of frames of animation in them. I think that's an interesting trade-off that they took, as opposed to, they didn't colorize the artwork, but they made it animate way good, which is kind of a cool thing. Okay, here we go. Up, 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 up.
This is an ambush. I'm finished. Go ahead. It's done. Come back to base.
Aha! There we go. All right. Okay, I upgraded to private. All right. Oh, we've now unlocked Paratroopa. So, interestingly, you can't select your class here. You're just selecting, oh god, I'm driving the tank. Oh, yes, please. So yeah, you're not selecting your class, it's selecting it for you. So it's basically saying that, like, I am now playing the Paratroopa. Oh yeah, the Void Mug movie, that's what we call it. This is actually a really old Weight Watchers mug that I've had for like 15 years, and it's almost the exact same color as my green screen. So I call it the Void Mug. I've been meaning to get a label put on it that actually just says Void Mug. Two of these, you know how they recommend that you drink 8 cups of water a day? Crimpy Crab! Holy crap, dude! How the hell are you? It has been a long time. Yeah, you know how they recommend you drink 8 to 10 cups of water a day? One of these is 4. If you drink 2 of these, you've drank your minimum amount of water per day. And I drink a lot of water. I'm a very thirsty person, and I usually I drink basically decaf coffee and water. That's almost all I have anymore. Thank you for the host, sir. I appreciate it. Man, it has been a long-ass time. How are you, buddy? I don't think he really needs to scream fire every time he shoots, but... Oh, also, I just noticed, I don't get a lot of time in this map. And I got blowed up.
Mission 4. Go!
So you actually don't get a lot of time. You actually have to move. Oh, wait, or did I get to the end? Oh, wait, did I get to the end? I guess I got to the end. Okay. Yeah, so I unfortunately, movie had to switch to decaf a while ago because it turned out that regular coffee was causing a lot of my anxiety problems. So I had to switch to, as David Letterman would call it, useless brown water a little while ago. So I drink decaf coffee, which still helps to a point. Even though it's decaf, having that like warm drink in the morning and like the stuff that tastes like coffee still has like the psychological impact. You know, it still helps. So I drink that, and occasionally I'll drink a ginger ale, but I basically gave up pop like 10 years ago, like Coke and stuff like that. And pretty much all I drink is coffee and water, and you know, occasionally craft beer. But I drink a lot of water because I'm kind of a human furnace, so I tend to run hot. So basically, yeah, and you still get, yeah, you get like the little, just the little psychological benefit, right? Like you get up in the morning, especially when you're driving in like a cold winter in the commute or whatever, you want to have like just a nice like, you know, a warm drink, and it still tastes enough like coffee that you're like, oh, that's what I remember. Even though decaf definitely ain't the same, it's close enough, right? So it's helpful.
We're at the point. Look up to 12.
Your Xbox party. Yeah, that's right. Did I not join that? I thought I did. I'm gonna say if your cousin is 8 and wants to start streaming, be careful with that, because a lot of streaming services actually have age restrictions on who can use them. He might not be. I think you might have to be a minimum of 13 to be able to stream on Mixer, though I'm not sure about that.
Ambush.
So you gotta be. I'm happy to give some tips, but yeah, if it turns out that he's too young to stream, like
Go, go, go.
I can't vouch for his ability to do that or not, or that he'll be rules compliant. So just so you're aware. And if he gets banned because Mixer goes, hey, you're too young to be here, there's nothing I can do about that. Okay, I swear there has to be a way to get out of there. There has to be a way to get out of there.
Go, go, go.
I'll take a look at it after, Crimpy. I have access to the Xbox app on my PC, so I can join parties, but I need, I'll have to do that when I'm done tonight. And so you guys are aware as well, I might be bonus streaming tonight as well. Some buddies and I are going to the Rainbow Six Siege Invitational in Montreal next week, and I haven't played Siege in far too long. So we're doing a group Siege game at probably around, well, I'm going to be finishing this stream probably between 4 and 5 p.m. And we're going to be doing a Siege stream at about 6 or 6:30 for a few hours. Or rather, we're going to be playing a Siege game, and I'll probably bonus stream it. That's correct. Yes, as long as you have a parental chaperone, if you will, that will often do it. Ask your parents' permission.
This is an ambush. Move, move.
Mixer streaming. Your parents put it together. It's a grand toy. Oh my god, I'm old.
Enemies at 12. I saw something.
Hey, Sin, thank you for the host, buddy. How are you? Okay, so those troop trucks will put out troops indefinitely, as it turns out, until you take them out. Oh yeah, I know, you're good at that. We had a little bit of an issue getting the multi-streaming to the Shed channels up and running, but we got it going. Bizzo worked his magic and got her going.
We're bombed. It's done.
This game is pretty fun. It's like a weird combination of Metal Slug and like Super Meat Boy, but it also has like Game Boy graphics. And you have to like be really careful with things like ammo management and things like that. A 360 app, Where Tiger? That's a good question. I don't know. I want to say yes, but I actually don't know if they ever did one. Okay.
Good job, guys.
Ah! Oh no! No! Oh my god, I jumped into the chopper at the end of the level, and there's an achievement for that too, of course. Ah! You saw it! I got to the end, and I jumped into the blades. That's mean. But also mean in an old school way I totally appreciate. Oh man, it sucks. All right, buddy. Oh, I can't believe that. Yeah, this game's definitely mean, but in the endearing kind of mean way. Ah! Ba-da-da. Oh my god. Okay.
We're bombed.
Did he say we're fucked? I thought he said that. I thought he said we're fucked. Or maybe he said we're... So yeah, to shoot grenades, you also have to be standing still, FYI. Hey man, thank you for the host. I appreciate it. And the follow. Welcome to the Paratroopers. So yeah, I am a variety streamer, so I play a lot of the big AAA stuff as well, but I like to play a lot of indies. I'm actually going through the Redux versions of Metro 2033 and Metro Last Light right now because Metro Exodus comes out next week, along with Anthem and along with the Division 2 or maybe not the Division 2. No, not the Division 2, but there's like 5 AAA releases I'm looking forward to that are coming out next week, and also I still have a stupid backlog from last year.
Mission complete.
There we go. Yeah,
Mission
the struggle is real, man. But and Siege, I know. Well, I already said that. We're playing that tonight. Yeah, 6 p.m. tonight. Myself and a bunch of the guys are playing Rainbow Six Siege. I'm probably gonna bonus stream that later tonight. Is it 6 or 6:30 that we're starting, Sin? I can't remember. It's 6? Okay. So this mission, you literally have to jump the second you come out of the chopper or you'll land in barbed wire. Yeah, 6 p.m. Eastern, so I will be bonus streaming that. We're playing Siege in advance of the Rainbow Six Siege Invitational in Montreal next week because I love Siege, but I'm going to an esports tournament for Siege despite the fact that I haven't played it in like 6 months. So we were like, we should probably fix that. So there will be shenanigans, and there will be me playing plant role, which is kind of the only thing I do well, and even then not very well. Yeah, Caustic's playing too. There's gonna be we're gonna have a good crew. And then tomorrow, depending on how much time I have after I go to breakfast with people, I may be bonus streaming a whole whack of Apex Legends tomorrow. I have been itching to play that again since WereTiger and I played a bunch of it the other night. And I might stream a whole bunch of that tomorrow, because other than some behind the scenes stuff for, you played any more since then, Where? Oh, good. Yeah, we're gonna be, good. I'm gonna be playing, other than some behind the scenes prep work I have to do for a client, which I might even be able to do late tonight. My goal tomorrow was to have a very relaxed day because I've been too busy for my own good the last couple of weeks. So my goal tomorrow was to maybe play a whole bunch of Apex Legends with people if you guys are interested. Okay, this level start is the goddamn worst. There has to be, we're going to have to figure this out before we stop. There has to be a way to get out of barbed wire, because the fact that you have a very good chance of falling into it at the start of this level means there has to be a way out of it. There has to be a way to get out of it.
Go, go, go. We're at the point.
No, you can't, actually. There is no crouch. But like, I'm looking at the controls here. See, there's nothing specifically in here that would deal with that. So if it's just that you have to avoid it, then that's brutal, because this has already gotten super hard. I am gonna say the more I play of this, the more that this game is feeling like Metal Slug meets Super Meat Boy. Because it is definitely gotten pretty punishing pretty fast.
Go ahead.
Like, maybe do I just wait long enough and then I crawl my way out of it? Nope. Also, who's flying that damn chopper? Like, I'm sorry, chopper pilot, you friggin' suck at your job. You're dropping me on top of barbed wire, you suck. So, can you crouch or crawl? That's what Alpha Beta Gamer posted? Yeah, exactly. Super Meat Boy meets Metal Slug. Yeah, see, like, I'm holding down, and there's no, like, there's no crouch controls listed.
Go, go, go. We're at the point.
And I'm holding down, and he doesn't seem to be doing anything. So, I'm not sure what I'm missing here. Maybe if I go back into that first level, the tutorial will explain it. Maybe I missed it. All right, have fun, Sin. Yeah, I need a haircut too. I should have maybe went and done that today. My barber's not open Sunday, but I mean most barbers aren't open Sunday, but we'll see you tonight, buddy. I'm looking forward to it. I've been looking forward to it for a couple days now, so. I don't know why I wasn't reloading there, but. Oh my god. Okay. Oh my god. Oh. Okay.
We're at the point. Go, go, go. Move, move. Go, go, go.
Oh, yeah. This is definitely going into the realm of Meat Boy. And you know what? Meat Boy is one of those games that I absolutely respect the hell out of, but I'm bad at it. Like, I am so terrible at Meat Boy that I would never have the patience to get good at it, but this really kind of feels like that. It's definitely not, the controls are not quite as tight or sharp as Meat Boy, but it's beginning, like, early on, it just felt like sort of a Metal Sluggy type game. This is definitely now feeling much more like a Meat Boy style of platformer puzzle game. We're at 40 some minutes already, but yeah, I don't wanna only focus on a tiny handful of levels here. So if we get stuck for too much longer, we'll probably move on. But you know what though? This has made a pretty good first impression on me. Like, it's very hard. But the thing is, games like this don't make me mad because I know what they're supposed to be going in, right? I was not led to believe that this game would be easy. So for that reason, I'm not bothered by it. If it's a game that sort of advertises itself as relatively casual, but is really like nails hard, that I don't really like that much. But this was upfront and honest about what it was, and I appreciate that. Yeah, I might be trying to play a bunch of Apex Legends tomorrow. Destiny, I don't know. Destiny I just flamed out of really quick, but the core gunplay in Destiny is really good. Like, shooting in that game feels fantastic. It really does. Well, it depends when I finish. The Indie Showcase goes till 5, typically. If I give every game an hour, it'll go till 5, but I usually don't give every game an hour, but I'm going to need a bit of a break to rest my voice and stuff, too. So, but we'll see. But I can see myself putting a lot of time into Apex Legends tomorrow, so. Yeah. And there is some humor in Destiny. Destiny 1 was sort of very somber and serious. Destiny 2, they did try to make some characters that were a little funnier.
Enemy.
Yeah, Cade, exactly. Ah! I screwed up the timing of that jump again. Yeah, exactly. Cade is basically... Cade, honestly, is Cade is the captain from Firefly. Like, that is exactly what his personality is.
We're at the point.
Like, it's Nathan Fillion being Nathan Fillion's best character, which is fine. You know, he does that very well, actually. I introduced Michelle to Big Mouth last night, which has an episode with Nathan Fillion in it, which is pretty, she thought was pretty funny. Yeah, he does. I've seen all of Big Mouth. Michelle hadn't seen it yet, but I told her about it, and she's like, "Oh, that sounds fun," and she really liked it. Spectre, thank you for the shed host. Very much appreciated. I only have alerts for my own channel presently, so. All right, let's see if we can get through this one. I've not seen all of Netflix. Good God, no, have I not. I've seen the first 2 seasons. I haven't seen the Valentine's episode yet. I have seen the first 2 seasons, though. Oh, crap, I landed in. Damn it! Oh, oh, good, we checkpointed. Hey, Rez, what's up, buddy? Thank you for the host. Appreciate it. Oh, good Lord. We got a incoming raid from Resident Virus and Company. Hello. Thank you guys very much. I didn't know you were streaming, my man. Thank you so much. Thanks, Infinite. Appreciate it. Ah, dang it. Welcome, Raiders. Thank you so much. How are you guys? How was your stream, Rez? What were you playing? I didn't see it. Went by too fast, so I didn't see it. Good to see you here. Welcome to Indie Showcase Saturday. Okay, 4 Mother Russia doesn't help. Was that Spin Tires, or I doubt you were streaming Metro? Spin Tires? Nice. So it's for Mudda Russia. You have to remember, it's Mudda Russia. It's M-U-D-D-A. See, mud, like you spin in the mud?
We're at the point.
Yeah, no, Infinite, we saw that the Valentine's Day episode was there, but now that Michelle really likes Big Mouth, we're gonna watch, I'm gonna show her all of the, we're gonna watch the first 2 seasons first, and then we'll watch the Valentine's Day one.
Go, go, go.
So how'd that go, Rez? Friggin' weirdly fun game that, isn't it? Okay, guys, there has to be a way to get through the barbed wire, because it looks like there you have no choice but to land in it. I mean, listen, I am a functional enough adult that I can hold down a job and a mortgage and like keep my condo clean, but I make no bones about the fact that I am a massive kid at heart. I make zero apologies for that. Oh my God, you see that multi-jump puzzle that I have to do there? Oh God, this game is brutal! Legacy Jellybean, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the Paratroopers. I think if anybody who knows me at all would know that the last thing I am is uptight. Something that does not always work in my favor, but, you know. Yeah.
Go ahead.
Okay, we've cleared the place out. Now we got to get out of here. I rarely ever get mad. I just get stern. Oh no. No! No!
We're at the point.
You guys saw that, right? But yeah, we're just about there, Sim. I'm gonna try to finish this mission, and then we will move on, because actually I've got some other really cool stuff here I want to show people. So.
We're at the point.
OHM, my man, how are ya? Good to see you, buddy. Thank you for boosting the tweeters there before too. Appreciate it. This game, OHM, is kind of like if you took Metal Slug and crossed it with Super Meat Boy. It's actually really good, but also, yeah, it's a game that will probably infuriate people a little bit.
We're at the point.
But I've actually been enjoying it, and I don't normally like very frustrating games, but this one's definitely got a thing for it. Also, this has some incredible pixel art animation in it. I'm really liking it. No worries, Rez. Thanks. We'll see you in a bit. We'll be switching games very shortly, actually, to a really cool one that kind of reminds me a little bit of some old school Commodore 64 design, which I'm really looking forward to playing. See, this is one of those games, though, that once you've failed at a level enough, you start knowing the process to beat certain things, right? So you get, you know, you do practice and you do get better at it. Also, blowing up those little troops doesn't really get old, I have to say.
Come back home, guys.
Aha! There we go.
Mission 6.
We finished the Cabaret, Were Tiger. I watched the whole Cabaret show. All right, guys, that is going to call it there for me for this one. So we're going to move on shortly. But this is Gunpowder on the Teeth Arcade, which, again, maybe not the best branding in the world, but you know what? It's pretty damn cool. Again, if you are into Metal Slug kind of games, I think they're different games than Finite. I think it will do very well. I don't know if it's going to take it down very much. Yeah, well, it's modeled after Game Boy graphics, OHM, which is why it's black and white. It actually probably looks easier to see if you're on your actual screen. You guys get a little bit more motion blur on stream because of encoding. It's not. It actually looks pretty sharp on my monitor. It's not that. It's not that bad. So, yeah, that is Gunpowder on the Teeth Arcade. If you like Super Meat Boy meets Metal Slug, that's exactly what this is. I'm digging it, though I could see myself. RLB, how are you, my dear? Thank you for the host. I greatly appreciate it. Hey, welcome in. We're just switching to the second game of Indie Showcase Saturday with the Shed team, actually. So thank you so much. Yeah, this is Gunpowder on the Teeth Arcade. It's probably going to get, well, they call it right there, mega hardcore. This will get probably very, very hard later, but I see it being very appealing to the Meat Boy style crowd. There is a free demo available right now on Steam. It is not actually going to be available until the 22nd of February, but if you do want to try the demo out, that is where you can get it right there. Hey, Esva, thank you, sir, for the host. So, yeah, thank you guys for watching this first game of Indie Showcase Saturday. If you are watching on my YouTube channel, please like, comment, subscribe, etc., etc. And if you are watching live on Mixer, Twitch, or DLive, stick around for just a moment. We're going to be switching to the next game. Indie Showcase Saturday rolls on. We're just getting started, guys. Thank you very much, and we will be right back.